Howdy friends, today's WTF is being recorded from Wichita, Kansas, where I am going to be living for a week. Today we are going to talk about something that I saw at a Mexican restaurant a while ago with a buddy of mine, actually Eric from gardenfork.tv. It was this big milky white tub of liquid, so I thought that's what we would explore on today's WTF. Today's sponsor is Element Bars, and you can check them out online at elementbars.com. Everybody loves nutrition bars, but sometimes the nutrition bars that you get at your grocery store are missing things that you want, or maybe they have too much of one thing. Maybe you want an element bar that's packed with protein, or you want an energy bar that is all about carbohydrates because you're running a marathon. Element Bars does that. You can go to their website and customize your very own energy bar and have it sent to your house. Super delicious. You can even put your own wrapper on it. Check them out online at elementbars.com, and if you go to elementbars.com/WTF10, you're going to get 10% off from now till the end of the year on your first order. Check them out online at elementbars.com. Alright, so today we are talking about horchata, which is a nut or grain-based milk-like beverage, similar actually to the almond milk that we covered in a previous episode of WTF, and it's usually made with nuts, grains, rice, or barley. Generally, one of the biggest difference between horchata and something just like plain old almond milk is that it's a bit sweet and sometimes it's spiced. It's really good. While today most people associate horchata with Mexican food and as a Mexican beverage, it actually goes back to Spain, as a lot of things in Mexico do. In Spain, it was originally made out of barley. In fact, the word horchata comes from the Valencian word for barley, and the drink has sort of permeated its way through a lot of Spanish-speaking countries. You can find variations of it in different regional forms throughout Latin America, of course through Mexico, and in southern parts of the United States. And the most common version is the version from Mexico, which primarily uses rice as its base. It's sweetened, sometimes it's a bit spicy, and it's commonly sold as a street food throughout Mexico. Part of the reason for this is that it's dairy-free, so it can do well in the warm Mexican heat. Flavor-wise, horchata is pretty neutral. It can be spicy, it can be sweet, and I think it goes really well against something like a really fiery Mexican taco. A lot of people also use horchata as a base if they're making alcoholic beverages, if that's your thing. Today we're going to make a variation of a traditional horchata that you'd find in a Mexican restaurant with the inclusion of a little bit of dairy. First, put 1 cup of uncooked white long grain rice in a blender and fill it up to the top. Blend it on high for about a minute, then let the rice and water stand at room temperature for a minimum of 3 hours. Strain the rice water into a pitcher and discard the rice. Stir in some milk, vanilla, cinnamon, and sugar, then chill and serve over ice. This is a really refreshing drink for the summertime. I think you could throw some brandy in there and no one would complain. Tune in tomorrow for another What's This Food? I'm going to start to do giveaways, so if you want to enter to win some of the awesome prizes and swag that different sponsors have been sending me, you can do so by visiting danieldelaney.com and signing up for my email newsletter. Tune in tomorrow for another What's This Food and check out our sponsor, elementbars.com.